So in this demo, we are going to learn about agentic pipelines. We'll design a simplistic agentic pipeline where we'll design an email body using a few agents and tools. Now, in terms of the structure of the agents that we are going to design, we are going to have a simple generation agent which will display things like hi, hello, basically a quick greeting. But there will be other things such as a summary generation and also a detailed email draft generation as well. There are various tools for these agents as well, which we'll go into in a bit. And in terms of the high-level pipeline, this is basically the flow. So we have the general email agent, which displays the content corresponding to any email request from the user, and all the details of the agents and the tools that it interacts with is documented in the agent card. So we'll dive right into it. So in terms of the structure of the code base, it's all within this particular app folder. Everything is pushed into GitHub. The link is in the description, so feel free to have a look. So inside the app folder, we'll have the agents as well as the tools here. And I'll go into one of the agents, say the general email agent. The general email agent is basically a tool call, a LLM API call with this particular prompt, indicating that it's a specialist that drafts professional mails for broad scenarios. And it's returning the content from the LLM and also which particular tool was also utilized. It will also be displayed in the final output. We have our orchestrator.py, which has the information of the card. I'll display the card here. This particular card contains the information of all the agents, the simple greeting agent that we just saw. Along with it, the tools corresponding to every agent is also in the information here. Now, we'll go into our final code base, which uses the orchestration.py to call the various agents and stitch a LangGraph based agentic pipeline. So we'll execute this one to import the packages. Here we have the states defined where the inputs are coming from various places. So the user intent, that is a query that the user has in order to mention what kind of a mail is to be drafted. The audience, the tone, the email goal, all of these are listed as inputs. And down below, we have the model name and the env file to be loaded. So here I've placed a .env file, which contains just the model and the OpenAI key. The model that we are using is GPT 4.1. And here we are building the orchestrator and stitching together three agents: the greeting agent, the summary generation agent, and also a general purpose email agent for general queries. We have a few helper functions here in order to stitch the mail output together to extract the information on what tools were called based upon the user intent. So these are actually displayed here. Now down below, we'll see that the various nodes are created by the LangGraph code. So here we have the state graph, which takes the orchestrator node and then combines it with various agents. This is the greeting node, summary node, the general purpose email agent node, etc. And finally, the email is stitched together as part of this finalized node. So we'll see the graph generated from this particular LangGraph right down below. I've already run it. So here you can see that there is the orchestrator calling any of these three agents based upon the user intent. And finally, the email body would be drafted. We'll see the tools corresponding to every one too. So you can actually display the graph corresponding to every agent, the greeting agent, the summary agent, general agent, etc. And we'll go into one particular agent, let's say the summary agent. So in the summary agent, I'm just mentioning something like summarize this meeting and draft a mail. It can be anything. It can be anything else, such as summarize content related to cricket, something like that. And then if we run this, Right now, the summary agent is generating this particular information. It has no context about which particular cricket game is being called out. So that context can also be fed in as a input file, but that we are not doing in this particular video. We can have a follow video where input content can be fed to the agents and appropriate content from the input files can be fetched on demand. In this one, this is just a simplistic agent pipeline so that everyone has a clear picture of how to build agents using LangGraph along with the tools. And here there are three scenarios: a greeting message, a summarization, and also a general purpose mail draft. And for each of these, we can actually run this process and we'll be able to see the output as well as the tools called by the LangGraph code base for each of the scenarios. So for example, in example one, it was just to send a quick hi email to Sarah and ask how her week is going. Now this calls a simple greeting agent because it's a quick hi message. So the orchestrator has identified that, and then it utilizes the agent card, which is a simple greeting agent. It gives a reasoning as well, and also the tools that are utilized in order to get the output from this particular agent. And finally, this is the mail body that it's drafted. Hi Sarah, just want to say hi and see how your week is going. Similarly, for the other scenarios as well, we can see the output. So if we go into example number 2, here it's to prepare a email summarizing the conversation, and we are giving some information regarding the conversation as well. Now, here we can see that an agent has been selected, an agent card is used, a reasoning is used, and several tools have been utilized, such as the formatting into bullet points, extracting the key points, everything, because the summarization task which requires a list of tools to be utilized. And you can see that multiple rounds of tool calling has also been done as part of this process. And finally, this is a mail drafted. Dear team, please find the summary of our recent discussion along with the key discussions and next steps. And we have the full mail body here. And for the last one, draft a professional follow-up mail asking the client to review the proposal. Here we have the agent and the tool called along with the final output. Now, all the agents are here, all the tools are here. The final code base is pushed into GitHub for easy reference as well. Repo, which is linked to the description here, you can see the complete code base, which you can take a clone and then directly integrate more agents and then build another agentic pipeline for yourself. So this was all for this particular video. We'll do more deep dives into advanced agentic flows in the upcoming ones.